And welcome back to Let's Play Tales of Vesperia. I am not in the right place, am I? Last time we were told to, I am in the right place. We were told to go rescue Flynn on Hypionia, which we're totally not going to do because I remember to check out a bunch of side quests, including this thing, which I might have screwed up just a little bit. Hello, fine visitors, and welcome to the Yumanji Hot Spring Spa. Hey, what is this place? So you have arrived at Yumanji Hot Spring Spa, home of the finest open-air baths that Terra Lumiris has to offer. The Yumanji Springs are famous the world over. What's an open-air bath? It's a hot spring where you go outside to take a bath and relax. Take a bath outside? I've never heard of anything like it. I think you'll find that it feels quite nice and liberating, too. Just get in the bathtub and hop right out as soon as I'm clean. Who cares how nice it is? Yuri, it's best for your body if you soak for a while and relax. Open air baths, huh? Sounds like quite a sight to see. I wonder what it feels like to sit in them. Oh wow, this sounds great. I want to go in. I think it sounds like quite a sight to see too, if you know what I mean. Wink. Can we go in? Unfortunately, you cannot. You cannot. What? Why can't we go in, you big meanie? I assure you, I'm not a meanie. The baths are simply being cleaned right now. Seriously, what a tease. Let's come back the next time we get a chance. I'm terribly sorry. We look forward to your next visit. Now, I'm not sure what this guide meant by this, but the guide said that this is based on real time, which I don't know if the guide meant real time as in, like, you know, clock. Your clock in the system changing, and if so, that works out because I'm actually going on a trip tomorrow. So if that's actually the case, then cool, real time. But if it meant real time as in just leaving the game on, then we might be in a little bit of trouble. Apparently you can access that as soon as Estelle rejoins the party, because that's also when you get Baul back. But yeah, I kind of forgot to trigger that. If we had actually done it according to this guide, we would have been able to trigger the next event in this sequence, but alas, we cannot. So, at Saturday, we have the stairs, or we can actually go the back entrance, and actually the back entrance is preferable, as bizarre as it sounds. You'd think the front door would be a shorter trip, but it's actually not. It's actually a much longer trip. So go up the stairs here, and then through this door. Now this is a special fight, and I need to actually point something out about this fight. As soon as I use a holy bottle, that is. Holy bottle. So, Repeat's got something weird going on. He has, like, all of his arts turned off, and only Thievery is turned on. And the reason that is because this next fight has a rare steal that you can only get this fight, and kinda makes the collector's book missable. So, yeah, you definitely want to take care of this. So, in we go.
Brave Vesperia, Jaeger's killers.
What are you doing here?
Hey, hold on. It's not worth it. Revenge is really overrated, you know?
But we're sick of being so depressed. We gotta do something.
If you're gonna hold grudges, you better not forget Alexei.
Alexei's dead. You're alive.
Fine. You want to fight? You got one.
Yuri, wait! Why didn't you two fight alongside Jaeger? You just stood there and watched.
Because that's what he ordered them to do, right?
Yeah, that's right!
So why are you still on this revenge kick? That doesn't make any sense.
Shut up! How could you ever understand? Jaeger had no choice but to do that for us. What do you mean? Alexei found out about everything Jaeger had done behind the scenes. The things he did to help us. That's enough, Drott. My bad. None of that matters. You killed him. and we will never forgive you for that. Sorry, but we're gonna have to fight you now.
It looks like they won't take no for an answer.
But...
Here they come.
So starting off with a magic lens, as per usual, we have Gosh there and magic lens, please. Draught is also level 60, I think. None of them have elemental weaknesses. That's a shame. Both have unique swords, and we can actually steal those potentially as special items. Therefore, we should try to steal it, since this is the only place we can actually get this item. Both of them, okay, full disclosure, I've done this fight before. Because I kinda didn't do a very good job, long story short, I didn't really equip a ton of weapons. The steal took forever, so repeat was kinda useless for most of the fight. So let's hope we have better RNG this time with steal. I don't know what the odds are. Actually, turn off all these. I always do this with bosses just because Photon, Angel... Actually, Angel Ring's good. Holy Lance, sure. They're very fast, and the fact that there are two of them doesn't make it easy. Yep, they are very strong. Definitely, I'd say the toughest super boss we've had to deal with so far. Other than Gigantomonsters, but those really aren't a problem. Too much, at least. Sells Dizzy, so, does Repeat have Item Thrower? I really hope he has Item Thrower. Is that a physical ailment? Nope. Oh, shoot. Oh, this is bad. I don't actually have anything that seemingly cures Dizzy. Yeah, is this a magical ailment or physical ailment? I actually don't know. It's a magical ailment. Okie dokie. Gonna let the gauge drop down or just die. That works too. Okay, so I'm back in the fray.
Hey! Don't use all the items.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And repeats. You know what? Okay. We gotta do something about this. It's a magic ailment, isn't it? So that doesn't really help me at the moment, unfortunately. Yeah, that's just physical ailments. Oh, we have another world charm. Never mind, we're good. Okay, I have actually not been paying attention if we stole the sword or not. I probably should be paying attention. Along the top of the screen it should say stolen blank sword, whichever one we actually steal. I'm hoping we can only get one. And we can at least get one, I mean, because apparently you only need one of them. If you get the other one, I mean, you can get the other one through crafting, so that's always an option.
Watch out, this one's tough.
But yeah, the use of status of effects is actually really tough in this fight. Okay, this is actually going better, I'd say, than my first run, because I've almost gotten Gosh down, and I haven't used that many items, luckily. We still have 13 life bottles, so I'm actually doing a lot better this time. Is there a sleep bottle? No, there's not. Well, that woke me up. Getting hit in the face with an arrow would, I mean, let's be real.
Let's finish this.
Now, they do have a Mystic Art. I hope we don't see it. It's very focused though, so it's not too terrible, but it's a little bit of a thing to deal with. Oh, I was mashing R, but it wasn't working. Maybe not. Maybe it's because I didn't have a chain. So basically, they tend to just hit whatever's in front of them with the art. So I'm actually gonna try to keep at a distance right now until the overlimit goes away. Yes, we're not going to probably see this art, but hey, better than dying potentially. Oh, that's frustrating. Limit level 1, just so I can, I'm trying to use burst art. Even the odds, from that first aid. Oh, so she's the healer, the other one's the healer. So, probably, if you're trying to be more strategic, you should go after her first, definitely. No contest. You should go after Trot first. Because first aid healing 9,000 is really bad.
Someone protect me while I'm casting.
A little busy right now. I'm just kind of trying to keep an eye on the top of... I've just been trying to keep an eye on the top of the screen so I know when the steal goes through, but I don't think it did. If we don't steal it, it's okay. I mean, I'm not going to be able to complete the collector's book anyway, I don't think, because I sold off something I think I can't get back. Maybe? I don't remember. Now, here's a thought. Okay, I was just wondering how semi-auto worked. If I could just press B and she would just position, or repeat would position himself in the right spot. I'm not sure how it works for semi-auto. Also, I don't know if we've already stolen it. That's kind of a problem. Worst case scenario, I can always just tell everyone to hang back and try to steal it. But I'm not going to go out of my way for this. I'm just making note of that now. I'm not, you know, actively going after this. If I get it, cool. If I don't, well, whatever. You know what? What happens when I try to use this? Because I can spam it a lot more than the AI. The cooldown on this is actually really bad. Yeah, most likely I already stole it, but just don't remember. Didn't catch it. That's actually good, because that drags the fight out. There, got it. So I can safely switch back to Yuri and also turn Oliver Pete's arts back on, which is good. That you can actually do something now in this fight. I bet there's a lot of other things that are like, you know, boss exclusive that we missed out on. I would bet that there are a few. So yeah, now we just go all out. Yeah, this is going a lot better than my first run. And that almost worked, that heal. Preemptive. I wish you could switch out party members from the Core 4. That's something I think Vesperia adds in. Being able to actually switch to your back row party effectively. Which would actually be really nice right about now, because I don't think Repeat's doing a particularly good job. No offense to the pupper, but he's not as effective as, say, Rita, because Ancient Catastrophe basically nukes everything. I think I talked about this already, but yeah, there's like something later on where everyone's like, oh, use Ancient Catastrophe because it makes it a lot easier. Which is funny how I've actually been told this, like, oh, you're having trouble with the boss, just use Ancient Catastrophe on it, that'll help. Where did she go? Oh. Yeah, strike to speed this up a little bit. 28,000 shouldn't go too much longer then. Especially when you're doing 1,500 per hit, like that. Yeah, no item to steal, so we're good. Can't use an art. Wow, that hurt. 3,000. I should just overlimit and be done with this, but I kinda wanna save it.
We won! That's the cry of victory! Are you okay, Gosh? Oh man, we totally lost. We will challenge them until we win. That's the pledge we made.
How can you guys still be so loyal to him? He's gone.
We owe him our lives.
Once you knew his secret, you worked for him to return the favor. How sad. Poor things.
Don't touch me.
Oops.
Hey, that's... What are you doing with that? No, that doesn't matter. Please, give it to us.
Hey, it doesn't even belong to you.
Please, that belonged to Casey, someone very dear to Jaeger. We've looked everywhere for it.
Casey.
Raven.
Someone very dear to Jaeger, huh? Here, my condolences.
Thanks a lot. That weapon should serve as ample compensation.
Whoa, this... Isn't this Casey's bow? You had it?
Now we owe you nothing, but we still have a score to settle. We'll see you again after we train some more, okay? What the?
They took off. You okay with that, Raven? Wasn't that important to you?
Huh? Oh, well, yeah. Got something pretty nice in return, though. I'll let this slide.
Ooh, is this a tale of lost love? Or maybe a little jealousy?
Hey, Judith, darling, it's not nice to tease your elders.
I just don't know what to make of it. Those two adoring Jaeger knowing how bad he was, and Jaeger himself donating to an orphanage.
And all the children saved by a criminal's generosity. I can't tell what's right or wrong.
Guess Jaeger was even more complicated than we thought.
Yep, there's always more going on with people than you first think.
So, what about you? Sounds like things were pretty complicated between you and this Casey.
Yeah, I feel like a big weight's been lifted off my shoulders. Ah, but who cares about an old man's sorry past? Come on, let's go.
Hey, come back here!
I do like that character to some extent. Obviously he's kind of a jerk, but he's interesting. He's an interesting jerk because we saw this back at Dawnquest when like Don Whitehorse died to save the guilds. Jaeger was sympathetic towards the Dawn, which was weird because the Dawn was also trying to kill the Jaeger just like 20 minutes before. I just find it fascinating because with Jaeger, they definitely play up the fact that he is kind of a jerk. And he definitely was on the wrong side of things with Leviathan's Claw, but he wasn't necessarily a bad person. And such an interesting dynamic that you don't see too often, that there's that sort of ambiguity about him that, oh, he's technically on the wrong side, and he's not a nice person per se, at least to us, but there was some good in him, obviously. You know, for example, like, oh, with Gosh and Trot, there's the initial fear that, like, oh, they're being manipulated to help him, but in actuality, they were just helping him of their own free will because he helped them out. So we're flying over here because I want to point something out. This is actually called Niffle Lake. This is necessary for side quests. These guys are weird. These guys are called gentlemen.
Focus on the enemy in front.
These guys are also really weak. This one's level 25. We didn't even heal, but we don't need to worry about that. Now, why am I pointing out the gentlemen? Well, one, because we kept missing them the other time. But two, they're important for a side quest. Well, indirectly speaking. At night, by the way, let's see if this works, actually. Sometimes this doesn't work for some reason. Sometimes using like a tent will turn it to day or night. Other times it just doesn't. I don't know why. It doesn't seem like there's any pattern, because I once tried using a map like 3 times in a row and it didn't change it to night. So I have no clue what's going on there. But if we go over here to the monster book, over to the magic type, we have a variant called the Gentle Mew, which if you have played other Tales games, you'll recognize them. They drop Cheagle's fur, which is actually what we need for that quest at Heliord. So I just wanted to make note of that, in case you're wondering. I will try to get one more off screen. I was only able to get one. But yeah, for some reason, it's like extremely picky trying to get it to be night at Niffle Lake. I don't know what the heck's going on. Also, I've discovered you can't actually use tents 2 times in a row. You have to actually give it some time. And yes, it has to be night. Also, something else I learned recently was in the top right corner, you see the sun icon. Well, if we hit a point where there's a transition, there we go. See, it's cloudy now. So enemies do appear in different times of day, which is actually really cool. Where are we? We are near the Man of the Wicked, so we need to go down. So now I'm gonna try to avoid Hypeonia in terms of scaling, not scaling, like flying nearby, because that's obviously our next destination. So for now, I want to go to one of these islands down here, though. Which one is this? Also, by the way, here's another weird thing I've discovered. Okay, it's night now. Sometimes it changes night really fast, and other times it doesn't. So it's like, you know what? I said I'd do this off screen, but it just happened to turn to night. So let's just go ahead and do this now, rather than later. I don't know if you really caught the stats, but these are a little bit tougher. So keep that in mind. The accompanying casters aren't particularly tough, though. Tail Strike.
That wasn't too bad.
Just give you a lot of experience. Gentleman's Tie. That's not what we want, per se. But yeah, you can just keep fighting these guys to get the Cheagle fur. I don't know if there's a... I think there's a way you can get it, like, through one of the mini games at, Namco Island, which is actually really hard to say now that I'm saying it out loud. But that's just something to keep in mind if you don't want to farm over here and just sort of pray that it's nighttime, which is kind of a procedure.
Focus on the enemy in front.
So yeah, I'm actually gonna, actively try to get the item here. So, we're gonna have side quests next part too, but hopefully we will have time to get back to the main story. The only other things I have is maybe checking in at Namco Bond Island again. I'm getting terrible drop luck. Luckily though, something else I forgot to point out is I don't know where I pick up these items, really, probably from bosses. But there is an item that increases drop rate. Somewhere. Yep, there we go. So we're gonna equip the Hunter's Monocle for the time being to increase the drop rate of items. Also, by the way, we can also take on a few more Giganto monsters in the very near future. I don't know when exactly, but probably next part. At least we'll try to get through all the remaining side stuff that we can get through. That's my goal, at least. I mean, I can't guarantee anything, but I would like to get through the remaining side quests next part. At least, the important stuff. So we got that. Yay! So now we can go back to Heliord to finish off that side quest. But actually, for now, we want to go back down to where I accidentally made it nighttime. It's weird to accidentally make something nighttime, but that does happen. This thing, I think. Is it this one? Now that we have all 4 summoned spirits, we can actually go to this place to trigger an event, if I read the guide correctly. Does the stone look really worn down to anyone else? Looks like it's been pretty worn down by wind. Huh? That's the sword we got from the Elder in Yorzo. The spear came from inside the rock. Its shape, it looks like this is a fell arm too. Yes, I think so. Seems like there's some sort of strange power linking these two weapons together. Hey, I think we can get inside from here. So we obtained Zarek. Where is it? Is it okay? It must be for Cell. Oh yeah, draw the sword. Yeah, who's that for? It's for Judith. I don't know why I wasn't seeing it in the list, though. There it is. That's a step down for her, and doesn't give her any bonuses. So, and we have this. This actually looks like the area where we fought Chroma. Maybe somewhat reused. I don't really know for sure, but it kind of looks like it could be. And we have an air crane. At least I think that's what this is. Looks like it's an air crane. Huh, who would have thought a natural air crane would be left here? With that giant rock sailing up, it makes sense that nobody get in here until now. What's up, Yuri? Shouldn't get too close. Wait, let me see that. Aha, just as I thought. It's just like the ones we saw before. The internal geometry is changing. What do you think will happen if you use it? Why don't you give it a try? How's this? Whoa, the orb's color is different from last time. What is it? The difference in color is due to an increase in fire attributes. Fire, I wonder if it could burn anything you wanted. I think that's probably not the case. It seems beyond the Sorcerer's Ring's capabilities. What was it? The two types of air reacting to each other or something? On the basic level, that's pretty much right. I see, so the ring can burn a shooter of vines since they've got air running through them. Not all material has air flowing through it, so there's a lot of things that the Sorcerer's Ring wouldn't be able to ignite. So depending on what's hit by the blast, some things will break and others will burn? I think most objects wouldn't even react at all. Yes, that's right. Normally air mixes with the surrounding atmosphere, nothing happens at all. But if you take a mass of air and collide it with a material that already contains air, the violence of the sudden confluence of air can destroy or ignite the original object that was struck. That makes sense. That's all a bit too complicated for me to wrap my head around, but at least it's clear that we can put this ring to good use. So you mean we could use this to burn up walls or trees that are blocking us from getting somewhere we need to go? Yeah, we can go places we couldn't before. Let's go around and see. Oh, remember when I said that, we should be able to get back to Flynn in like an episode or two? Actually probably not, now that I'm thinking about it, because we have seen burnable objects a lot. Let's see, Cave Mock, Quay Woods, scratching the surface there, why am I drawing a blank on the others? The place we were just at, the Relui's Hollow, was one. Emmead Hill? I don't think Emmead Hill. Maybe Agatha Forest. I don't remember. But yeah, there are a few places we can use this now. But yeah, Cave Mock and Quay Woods are the main ones that I remember. So yeah, we're probably gonna head that way next time. So thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more Tales of Vesperia.